Over the past 2 decades, home care business has emerged and expanded in China. It's a relatively young industry in that developing country. Caregiving professional workforce, as the most important supply resource in the home care industry, arises across the country. This video provides knowledge about all types of caregivers available in China's market. In the 1990s, many unemployed women in urban areas began working as part-time housekeepers, primarily doing cooking and cleaning. As China's urbanization progressed, low-income rural women moved to cities to take on these roles. Soon after, those domestic migrants outcompeted local inhabitants by lower wage and wider range of duties, such as providing round-the-clock services. Since a decade ago, it has become increasingly difficult to find local labor to perform this type of job. 20 years ago, a new profession called Yusao emerged, specializing in caring for postpartum mothers and newborns. Unlike domestic helpers, Yusao did not perform household chores. They live in clients' home and provide care up to 1 month. But they earned up to twice as much as helpers earned. Today, this profession is known as baby care specialists, and it offers much longer employment and mid-level incomes, attracting a growing number of young people to join the industry field. In-home care services for individuals with disabilities, particularly elderly individuals with disabilities, were not fully developed until 10 years ago. One of the main contributors to its development is policy change. Since 2017, 49 provinces and cities in China have been using social medical insurance funds to provide long-term care services to eligible older adults aged above 65. This service requires caregivers to undergo training and certification. Certified caregivers then provide personal care to those who are eligible for the benefits. A typical service session lasts 1 hour to 2 hours in the daytime. Statistics show that from 2017 to 2022, over 330,000 certified caregivers have been employed nationwide. Caregivers paid by long-term care insurance reimbursement can earn a higher hourly wage. If they are fully booked each workday, their monthly income can far exceed that of hourly domestic helpers or live-in caregivers. In China, a live-in caregiver providing round-the-clock care is the ultimate solution to a homebound older adult with disabilities and the family. In first-tier cities, it is relatively easier to find a full-time live-in caregiver. Due to the higher cost of living and rent in these cities, caregivers who migrated from lower-income regions prefer living in clients' homes, where they are provided with free accommodation and meals. Monthly wage ranges from 4,000 Chinese yuan to 9,000 Chinese yuan, depends on the regional income, level of care, and workloads required. Another profession, hospital caregiver, a significant workforce in facility-based care, shouldn't be negligible in the home care market. In most hospitals in China, the number of nurses is insufficient in relation to the number of inpatients. Hospitals allow external caregivers to work as supplemental workforce in the wards. Patients with limited mobility, those who are severely incapacitated, and those who require close monitoring at night can hire external caregivers and pay for the services out of the pocket. These caregivers are not employees of the hospital, but they are required to be certified by the hospital. The pay is good, ranging from 200 Chinese yuan to 400 Chinese yuan per day. Most hospitals outsource these caregivers to agencies, while also allowing patients to hire caregivers on their own. Notably, the turnover rate of hospital caregivers is higher than home caregivers. They usually sign up as freelance workers in multiple agencies. They are unwilling to wait. Once a patient is discharged, they immediately move on to care for the next patient. Some hospital caregivers may convert to home caregivers, especially when the patients continue employing them for home care after discharge. Other hospital caregivers prefer working at hospitals consistently.